Oh, oh, there's our risk of rain. And yeah, Starstorm items. Tracer. Nothing big. Artificer was the reason. I hated that. Yeah. Finally able. I love doing. I wanna. I have to unlock Slipstream. Primordial. That sounds like. I could play art. Maybe unlocks. But I don't want. I have no required skill fit. So I have to. I can actually Oh wait, Rocket Out. 5 minutes. That's still. I mean the blue. I think I don't want to. No. I'm gonna. One is only. Yeah, let's try it. Uh. Oh wait, double it. And no, nothing's bad. And yeah, I'm at risk. Recommend. In is. He really fits. Rockets. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself again. I'm. Not that bad, but it actually enemies. Oh yeah, and collapse too. I'm gonna mute. I'll watch the video.
You're actually making me go out of my way to craft the gem. Like at this point, you're just telling me, do this thing because I fucking told you to do it, and you're gonna do it because you're a bitch. Change your gear's appearance at the wardrobe.
I've never changed my transmog one time in Diablo. I've never done it.
Why is this an objective? Just go to your wardrobe. Change. This is literally just a list of fucking chores, dude.
You have to look at Diablo 4 from the perspective of a morally compromised businessman whose only objective is to keep you playing longer.
Well, a morally compromised businessman who is the ringleader of a bunch of people that don't know how to play the game. They've been working on it for 5 years. No, they don't know how to play it. What's their favorite class? They like them all. Oh, okay. Of course they do.
And they will pull out every dirty trick in the book to achieve that.
Yeah.
Interact with 10 waypoints. Oh! Now you know why they purposely removed your waypoints that you had in the Eternal Realm.
Good fucking point. Very good fucking point. I never thought of that.
So that they can then make it an objective for you to go back and collect them again. Are you fucking kidding me? And by the way, do you remember their original plan was to have you collect all of the altars of Lilith again? This was their original plan? This is what they had planned?
Well, I didn't need 30 damage affixes to play D2 for 12 years.
Yeah.
Don't you think that having a good system will more likely retain players than artificially prolonging the game?
What you say is heresy.
You think you can just make a fun video game and people will play it for no other reason than that?
No, look at Baldur's Gate. Nobody's playing that game.
That is not what the data says. That is
Yeah.
nonsense. Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring
What a great example.
thoroughly disprove this idea. This is why I'm so worked up, okay? Blizzard has zero fucking respect for your time as a player, and therefore, you should give them that same level of respect. Fucking zero. Damage with frost, damage with cold.
Damage to shield. Damage with ice.
Bro, say psych right now, dude. So with that being said, here's another $1 million question that only people with an IQ of above 160 can get right. Why did the preseason patch nerf damage across the
Okay,
board?
never mind. I
So
can
it takes
play with-
longer. The only question needs to be asked in the campfire chat. Please explain why you believe the game is more fun after the changes than before. Why? Cause shut your fucking mouth. That's why. Shut the fuck up, turn your brain off, and keep playing. Don't ever stop playing. Don't ever stop playing Diablo 4 for any.
We want to, obviously acknowledge everyone's feedback in regards to reducing player power. We know it is bad. We know it is not fun.
Can you ask the dev team why they hate me so much, as well as other sorcerers? Again, you see
Yeah,
this.
I was wondering about that because Sorcerer was so fun to play in the beta. What the hell happened?
Same type of bewilderment from all the Diablo fans who are under this misconception that Blizzard is trying to make a good video game for them. They can't make sense of why the game is getting worse, more tedious and boring. Some of the nerfs they made are such an oxymoron. I have trouble believing this is not an inside joke, like an ironic comedy of errors. Cooldown reduction often felt mandatory due to the raw power. We imagine cooldown reduction.
This was the worst change, by the way. Because having CDR feels good. Like, that's always one of the best feeling things because you can hit your buttons more.
Reduction will remain a highly desirable stat, but the penalty for not prioritizing it won't be as harsh. This stat is highly desirable by every single build, therefore we're making it worse, which in turn makes it even more desirable. This is the path we chose.
That's the thing. That's what was so funny about this. Is like I agreed that vulnerability as the end-all be-all stat was bad. And I think CDR is just like a mandatory stat for every build, for every class is also bad. but making it slightly worse while it still maintains a 50% advantage above everything else doesn't even solve the problem. It just makes solving the problem that you already solved feel worse.
Instead of buffing other builds. But that's how Diablo 4 has gotten worse. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'm gonna be limiting the comments to just 100 comments. So see, because when you click this video, it has to load all the other comments of everybody else who's.
Yeah, you don't want to have like people run out of internet.
One, so I'm gonna limit that to 100. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, like because on his phone, probably like if he has to load over 100 comments, it'll overheat the phone. It'll turn off. So we gotta stop that from happening.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the Yak Man for more awesome content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Yak Man signing out. Peace.
Man. So stop holding out hope that Blizzard is going to come back. Everyone who founded Blizzard, all the principles that Blizzard was founded on, they're gone or they're dead. They've been desecrated. So let Blizzard go. That's my main message, is let Blizzard go. Appreciate what was created back when it was done, and stop holding out hope that it's going to come back. It's not.
Jesus. Who's that guy? Oh, he was the developer on Warcraft 3. Yep, he was the developer on Warcraft 3. Yeah, there's the video right there. It's an Ackman video. I know I haven't had a chance to watch this. Make sure to give it a like. This was a really good video. This is very entertaining. I liked it a lot. You got to admit, Blizzard really nailed the immersion because it really makes you feel like you're in hell. Well, the funny thing about that is that none of the Nightmare dungeons are even in hell. Did you guys ever think about that? It's not even ever in there. Fan wants to jump in voice chat? Yeah, I know. I just DM'd him. Yeah. Bro, I messaged you on Discord if you still listen.
Yo,
what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing fantastic. Did you like the video?
I fucking loved it, man.
You love to hear it, dude.
It's one of those things where it's like, especially like that guy at the end, man. Stop. It's just so depressing.
There's not a lot
dude,
of
I know, like, because you're even older than me, so you have probably had more experience with Blizzard than I have, but like the first Blizzard game that I played was Warcraft 2.
Same.
And like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but like the funny thing about Warcraft 2 and like Blizzard games is I could go up to my mom and be like, "Yesh, my lord," and she would know exactly what I'm talking about because she heard that shit all the time.
Do you remember the book, the Warcraft 2 book?
There's no one?
Book.
Yes, like so whenever you bought the game manual.
Oh man, I was but a wee lad at that point.
Oh, it was so good. Like I remember reading all this stuff about the different characters and the pictures, like the actual mechs and artwork and everything. I don't know what happened, man. It's just that, well, actually, nothing happened. Nothing has changed because look at Baldur's Gate 3. Look at Elden Ring. Nothing has changed. It's not like you can't make a game like this anymore.
You can't. You know what's really funny? I've been putting together. Also, hi chat, love you chat. You guys are fucking awesome, by the way. But I've been putting together a video about like the whole Baldur's Gate 3 raises an unrealistic standard, and there's like some tweets that have been like, oh, this team with 400+ developers and 6 years of development time and all this funding and this game is just such an unrealistic standard. And I was like, you know, I feel like I just got done talking about another game that had 6 years in development and 9,000 people working on it, and well, nobody's saying Diablo 4 is like an unrealistic standard. Why is that? Why is that? Larian has a fucking fraction of that. Why is that?
Baldur's Gate's big. Diablo is massive.
I don't even know if Baldur's Gate is big because, like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, the last actual Baldur's Gate game I can remember, like, off the top of my head is 2004 Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 for the original Xbox. I played that with my friends. It was fucking awesome. But like, you know, people try to assign this like huge value to the Dungeons and Dragons IP, but that's like an IP that's more renowned for its tabletop game, not its video games.
Well, also, like, there were other games that have used the Dungeons and Dragons IP since then, and they weren't massively successful. So the idea that Dungeons
and I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, because like I remember I looked at one, but it had like 125 players. Yeah.
R.I.P. Which makes it even more impressive how successful Baldur's Gate 3 has been. Chat, can you guys believe that this guy hasn't played it yet?
Oh fuck.
Can you believe that? Come on, you knew I was gonna throw you under the bus.
I know.
Dude, your viewers are gonna fucking love that. Your viewers are gonna fucking love it.
I know they will. And I farmed like 15 videos on Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't even played the fucking game. The top stuff God is about that. It's so bad. Like, it's actually embarrassing. Yeah.
This fucking got it. Okay. Also, chat. Perhaps the greatest sin is that this man has not beaten Diablo 1 or Diablo 2.
So
therefore, is he truly a man? Is he even a man?
So I was watching. I didn't know Diablo 1 looked so good.
That is partially the Beelzebub mod. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm gonna, I have been working on a Diablo 1 review, and like I've been trying to work. I want you to have a part in that if you're willing.
I am
be
down.
A quick part.
Like, as I said, I had like the stuff with my dad and everything, but as long as I can record something, I'm down to do it.
Yeah, if you can, that would be great. If not, no pressure. I'm honestly really sad to hear about that.
Appreciate it.
You know?
Yeah, it is what it is.
No, man, I mean, family's more important than whatever the fuck we're doing on these websites.
As always.
Honestly. Yeah. But quick cameo. It could be pretty funny, but I've been working really hard on this like Diablo 1 review, and I want to watch you play through it. I want to watch you play through the Beelzebub mod.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that are really cool about it. One thing is that like 70% of Diablo 2 story was figured out in the first game. And they also like there's a bunch of cut quests from the first game where they mention like Belial and Osmodon, you know, characters that don't even show up until Diablo 3. Like 16 years later. They had these characters already figured out in the first game in 1997. It's kind of fucking Osmodon. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I always wondered about that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're apparently mentioned in the books as well. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I thought that like originally Diablo was like, you know, Gauntlet or something like that, right? There wasn't really any lore to it, but apparently it was all fleshed out even then, which is still kind of impressive.
Was. Yeah, and in the Beelzebub mod, it's like it's kind of like the KOTOR 2 restored content mod where they restored basically what the original vision was. So Andariel is like a villain that you normally would only meet in Diablo 2 and later in Diablo 4, but she was actually planned for the first game. So there's a quest that they restored where you fight her in the first game, which is really fucking cool. Chat, did you guys know about that?
Was there a character model for Andariel in the game files, or was it made by the mod creators?
Yep, it was. I believe it was made by the creators. I could be wrong.
Okay.
There might have been like some text. Well, there was like some audio recordings for like the quest itself. Yeah. You know, so like the characters in the town had all these dialogues, and maybe the mod guy, you know, crafted it around that. Yeah. Not entirely sure, but I feel like that would have been a pretty hefty task.
I mean, originally, didn't Andariel originally have, wasn't she originally topless, and then they made her wear a shirt in the Resurrection game? Is that true?
I don't know, but if that's true, that's one of the greatest tragedies in gaming history. Am I right, fellas? Oh yeah, of course. I thought it was really strong right off the bat. But as time went on,
fucking amazing. I love that person.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Dude, when you encounter Lorath for the first time and he walks into the house with like the deer torch around his shoulder and he's like, if you're gonna break into a man's house, you might as well stay for dinner or whatever he says. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm so down with this game. I'm 100% down after that line of dialogue. And then it just kind of like got worse after that.
There were some high points, but there were also a lot of unnecessary, boring things. Like, yeah, it was weird.
I'll say this, Asmon. You can kick me out here at any time. By the way, I don't want to be a bother to you or your chat or anything, so just let me know if you want me out of here at any point. All good.
Do you stay up late as well?
I do. Yeah.
Smart.
It's 2 a.m. over here. You're in Texas, man. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm not even done. Yeah, I'm not done with the stream yet either.
You're not even done, man. Gotta keep trucking along.
Well, usually I
no, but
whenever the sun comes.
Yeah. But let me tell you about this. Let me ask you about this. Did you play like StarCraft 2's campaigns?
Yes, I played the first one. I did not play the 2 expansions.
Forgive this transgression, but what I will say about like Blizzard storytelling is that something I kind of noticed is that the high budget cutscenes almost feel like they're taking place of something that would have been like the real story. Like it's almost a replacement for the real story, and it's trying to be like more of a spectacle than a story. Does that make sense?
Not entirely. How do you mean? Can you give me an example?
I mean, like, so in the original StarCraft and Brood War, they had all this political intrigue and like talks of betrayal and like, oh, you betrayed me, fuck you, oh, you're killing my best friend. Yeah. You know, Kerrigan killing Kerrigan killing Phoenix, and then Raynor getting pissed off. But then in like StarCraft 2 and the expansions, the cutscenes are much more like spectacle oriented. They show you just like these big cutscenes of like the Zerg attacking cities, and you know, it's like, does that make sense? It's almost kind of more Hollywood-esque.
I noticed this a lot with the Diablo 2 cutscene, is that they remastered it. And I honestly think everything that Diablo 2 Resurrected, I played like a couple hours of it, and like everything I've heard about it, all the cinematics and everything, it looks like it feels like a authentic recreation, right? It's not like a Warcraft.
Well, how would you know? You never played through it.
Well, that's what I've heard. And also, it looked the same.
Dude, Blizzard has always been good about cutscenes, but keep going.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying is like Diablo 2's cutscenes, it was astonishing to me like how just like absolutely bleak and fatalistic they were. It was amazing. It was like the difference between watching a modern fantasy movie and going back and watching the original Conan the Barbarian.
Yes. Yeah. It's almost like watching Game of Thrones season 1 through 4 and then swapping to like season 7 and 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The dick jokes.
Like, well, not even the dick jokes. It's just like the substance of it. Like there's like a real story that's trying to be told, and you know, the 2 pre-rendered cutscenes they have in Diablo 4, they're really good. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they're really fucking well presented. But like when I watched the ending of Diablo 4 in that cutscene, I'm just kind of like, what is happening? You know, what is going on? Like, this is really cool, but I don't feel like an emotional connection to this the same way I did when Marius is like fucking realizing that he's a dead man, you know, at the end of D2. Spoilers, by the way.
It's not personal, right? It's not as,
yeah.
It's not as raw. And it's just like, and that's what I liked about it, is like there was no real reason why Marius followed the guy. Oh, why does the wind blow? And it was just like, yeah, you don't need a divine reason for why this is happening. It's happening because it's happening.
That's the thing that makes me want to like recreate those scenes, but in my own like corny, cheesy way, you know, like I just memorize the dialogue, you know?
Yeah.
Why did I follow him? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do things happen as they do in dreams?
Yeah.
Like that's such a good fucking line. Like, why do things happen as they do in dreams?
Yeah.
You could ponder that question for like an hour.
And it's so bleak, and it's just like, and also there weren't like a million NPCs. Like I think that like you made this point in the first video that like in Diablo 2, every single NPC, or I think it was Diablo 1 maybe, every single NPC had a role to play. It mattered in a way. And in Diablo 4, I think that I recognize like maybe 5 NPCs. That's about it. Like there's no personality to the characters.
Yeah, I kind of got to that point. Like I got to that point in Diablo 4 where I was like, wait a minute, I can't even name a single like blacksmith or, you know, ring jeweler, or I can't name any NPC aside from the ones that are in the main story. That seems like kind of a problem if this is a massive open world game that I'm supposed to feel invested in.
Did you go back and play any more of Diablo 4 after you took a break from the game, whenever you made the first video?
No.
So you haven't even seen World Tier 4?
No.
I will like to let you know that you're not missing out on anything.
It's funny how often I've heard that. I hear people say like, oh, you haven't played World Tier 4, well, you don't have a right to criticize the game. And then those like same colleagues of people are like, yeah, World Tier 4 fucking sucks. You know, this game fucking sucks in the end game. And it's like, dude, you're not selling me on the game. You're not selling me on this.
Well, that's the best thing, is like, I think that Diablo 4 is a great game for casual players. Like casual dads with 3 wives, 9 kids, and 5 jobs. Definitely a good game. But like as a hardcore like ARPG player, I just can't see somebody continuously playing this game. And like if you look at the Twitch viewership, it has gone down so fucking much. It's actually insane how much it's gone down.
Well, you know what's kind of funny is that so I have a couple buddies, like real life buddies who I've known since like elementary school, and they're like what you and I would probably refer to as more casual gamers, you know.
I've got a number of percent.
But like I got a buddy Max who was like hardcore into Diablo 3, and he played that shit for a long time. But like he played Diablo 4 for a bit and has like since checked out. Like he played Diablo 3 for years, and he was a pretty casual player, console player, you know, didn't have a high-end PC, but he loved Diablo 3. But like Diablo 4, he just checked out, you know, within a month or two, or however long it's been.
It's sad that it seems like people are more excited for the new patch for Diablo 3 than to play Diablo 4 right now. It's insane.
Well, hey man, I mean, nostalgia never goes out of style, so you always got content. If you want to go back to D1 or D2, I'll hop into a match with you on D2, man. I'll just don't pick Druid, because I'll be Druid, okay? Don't steal my thunder.
I have to play Barbarian.
Yeah, I know you do.
It's a requirement.
Dual wield, we're gonna play on the hardest difficulty. I'm gonna abandon you and let you die and lose all your gold.
That's right, the real money auction house to be able to play the game. Yeah.
You just put your credit card in your fucking computer and get the best items.
Hey, I got like 200, 300 bucks off of that thing. I'm not complaining at all, okay?
Hey,
I was happy.
I'll be real for a second. Like, okay, it's pretty shitty for the game to have that overall, but like you as like a real individual person before all this like Twitch stuff, yeah, I can imagine that just being like a moment where you just raise your arm and you're just like, fuck yeah, I actually made money.
Yeah, I took all my friends to Panda Express and I paid for all their meals, and I'm like, guys,
oh my god, that must have been the best meal. Yeah, that must have been the...
I remember it. It was a good fun. Okay, all right. Tomorrow, the new tier comes out. Have you played tier?
I have not, but I will say that I was talking to Dark Microtransaction one day, and he told me to look at the skill tree for Path of Exile.
Right.
Pro Europe Internet mit unlimitierter Daten in Europa. Jetzt mit 60% Rabatt.
And I just fucking like lost it. I was like, what? What the fuck? Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
Hold on. Yeah, what is that? No, this is another one.
No, what do you mean another one?
That's what you mean. There's literally another one. This is the, you were talking about the skill tree. This is the endless tree, which is different. And that doesn't count.
My mistake. Yeah. I apologize to everyone who is offended right now. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I think PoE right now is, like, pretty much the best ARPG on the market if you want to play it very regularly. Like, there are some things that Diablo 2 does, or Diablo 4 does better. But, man, in terms of, like, raw gameplay and replayability, PoE is where it's at.
So, here's a major question for PoE. When you open, like, the skill tree or the Atlas tree, does it show you all of that? Or do you just...
well, you scroll out. And, like, also, like, it's... So, like, for example, this is actually not as complicated as you might think. But the problem is that...
Right, but visually, it does look super complicated. If you're, like, a new player, yes, exactly. Yeah. Like, learn the ropes of it. I'm sure I can pick it up really quickly, or relatively quickly. But just like being a brand new player and just looking at that, like there's a circle with like 15 symbols around it.
Yeah.
Just like right in the middle somewhere. Yep. You know, right below that. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a really good game. It's super fucking fun. But you're totally right. Like I kind of wish they could make it a little bit easier for people to like originally pick out. Like for example, like these two, like, and there's like all these meta level techniques, right? So like for example, this one right here is a tunnel over to here, and like this is some other special thing, and like there's like different strategies you use, and some of these top ones like make the bosses stronger. It's a lot to learn, but the thing is in PoE is that a person that has 2,000 hours has an advantage over a person who has 1,000 hours.
And that's what you fucking expect, and that's what you want as a player that like yup, and that's exactly what you want as a player that puts that much time into it. However, as like a new player, it would be a lot more digestible if like certain sections of it were, you know, if it was limited a bit more, and then you get enough points, and then you open up certain tech trees, and then it opens up more, kind of like a map, you know. Because when I look at that and I'm a new player and I haven't played the game, I'm like, Jesus, fuck.
Well, it's so much, right? It's like homework at that point, right? Because like a build guide video, you can watch a 30-minute build guide video for PoE, and there's no gameplay. That's it. It's
you know what, Asmon? The best way I have found to play RPGs is not with a build guide, but with a brain guide.
Ooh, with PoE, you're gonna have a bad fucking time.
I will persevere through it.
Oh, I hope so. I tried doing that my first time. The funniest thing is whenever PoE 1 came out, it was whenever Diablo 3 first came out, everybody hated Diablo 3. So everybody was saying about how PoE was amazing and Diablo 3 sucked. And now PoE 2 is coming out and everybody's talking about how PoE 2 is amazing and Diablo 3
It is really funny. Yeah. It's also really funny because have you seen Divinity Original Sin 2?
I have.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, this is the reason I love talking to you, because like, as big a fucking nerd as me, if not like twice as much, Divinity Original Sin 2 is so fucking good. But the thing that drew me to it is I saw the trailer for the game, and I was like, oh my god, this looks like Diablo. and I didn't really like Diablo 3 at the time, so I was like, oh my god, this looks like Diablo 3, but kind of like more what I'm interested in. And then I hop in and then I play it, and it's like so fucking radically different. And it's just awesome, and you have so many options, and it's just kind of like what Baldur's Gate 3 is. It's that same level of like, you can fucking do anything. Yep. And the funny thing about the whole this is an unrealistic standard is that like they already perfected the fundamentals in that game.
Yeah.
So people act like Larian Studios just popped out of the fucking ground like it's Groundhog Day. They didn't. They've been working on top-down RPGs since fucking like 1998.
Yeah, it's like they've done that, and they also went bankrupt almost like 2 or 3 times.
They did. How did you know that? That's the point in my video.
Oh yeah, well I mean, I spent a lot of time on fucking here, right?
I know you do, homeboy. That's why I like you, dude. That's why I like you.
I appreciate it. I mean, the thing is, like,
Raiders.
I think that like they almost went bankrupt 2 or 3 times, and there were times people didn't even know if they were gonna have a job next week. That's how bad it was. So like, they stuck it out and they made it.
Fine, so
one of the crazy things I read is that they almost went. They basically made the gamble. You know, I don't know how many people like Attack on Titan. I can't remember his name right now. Commander Erwin. You know, they made a Commander Erwin type gamble where
I've only seen season 1. It was in season 1, right?
Yeah, dude, this guy hasn't played Diablo 1 or 2. He hasn't watched season 2, 3, or 4. I'm sorry, Asmund. You do as you will. You do as well. Anyways, this was a Commander Erwin type gamble where they basically put their entire company on the line, and they weren't sacrificing quality. Like they would have been bankrupt if Divinity Original Sin, the first game, didn't sell well. Yeah. But they didn't cut corners on it, which I find is just so fucking respectable. And that's why it's like, it's so awesome that this company is getting all the respect, praise, and money that they so thoroughly deserve.
Oh, absolutely. And also, like, everybody is going to use Baldur's Gate 3 as a frame of reference for what, like, you know for a fact the next AAA game that comes out with a battle pass, day 1 DLC, and like all of these microtransactions, you know they're gonna get shit on so hard. And like, it's the same thing that happened after Elden Ring. It's like, why would somebody want to play something? And it's good that, like, the reason why I was so happy about it is that it showed that there's like financial viability in making and delivering a solid, good game.
Exactly. And you know, that's kind of like in a way how I've always looked at my channel is like, if I just make good videos, people will want to watch them. Like if I watch my own video and I find myself laughing and entertained, then that's all that matters, you know? And I don't need to try to make money in the same way that like Blizzard doesn't need to try to make money. If they just make a good game, then people will play it forever. You know, it's really not that hard, in my opinion.
I don't think it's that hard either, but apparently it is. I mean, look at Warcraft 3 Reforged. They couldn't even make a good old game.
Oh my god,
I mean,
dude,
it was sad. It was just fucking sad. I didn't even play it, man. I was gonna go back and play it. I just saw how bad it was originally.
The worst part about it is that, like, the game that existed before, I don't know if you heard about this, but they replaced the client.
I watched the Grubby video about it, yeah.
Yeah, they replaced the client, so they didn't just make a bad replacement, they forced that replacement on the old game.
Man, I can never think of them doing that.
Dude, I was so fucking pissed. Yeah. Like, oh my god, I could go on and on and on, but you know, I'll say this, there's like a handful of moments in my life as like a video game consumer, as just like a gamer. There's like a handful of moments where I experience a new game and I'm like, holy shit, this is the fucking future. Like, this is it. One of those was the first time I saw Oblivion, right?
Yeah,
Do you remember the first time you saw Oblivion?
2005, somewhere around there.
Yeah, you remember that, and you were just like, okay, fuck, this is the future.
Fucking nuts. It was so good.
I remember the first time I saw Warcraft 3 gameplay after playing Warcraft 2 and StarCraft, which was like child play. I went over. It was. And I remember seeing, like, you know, and at that point I thought it was just orcs and humans, and then I went over to my buddy's house and I see undead summoning ziggurats, and I'm like my mind was blown. Like there are very few moments, like at least in my lifetime as a huge fucking nerd, where I'm like, dude, this is like the next level. This is it. Like Halo 3, Oblivion, Warcraft 3, you know, World of Warcraft
stuff. Yeah, World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear some interesting facts? I've got a hot take for you. You didn't play the first Diablo, but Diablo 1 revolutionized online gaming more than Halo 2. That is a fact.
I think that's probably right. I don't think Halo 2 revolutionized gaming. I think it just brought it to the mainstream.
It brought it to the mainstream on console.
Exactly.
But Diablo 1 was the first Blizzard game to actually integrate Battle.net into the game itself. Whereas most games like Doom back in the day had a separate client. They had a separate server, like a website or something you had to go to and figure that shit out. Whereas the original Diablo, when it came out, it launched alongside Battle.net, and you could load into multiplayer through the game itself, as opposed to a separate service.
Holy shit. I feel like you're right. People are saying CS 1.6, but I'm pretty sure Diablo predates CS 1.6.
Diablo 1 was like January, it was like December 31st, 1996. Yeah, it was like, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep, there it is. And let's see here.
What was 1.6?
Yeah, let me see.
Let's see. Let's see if I'm right.
Yeah, that was like years later. That was after Diablo 2.
Dude. So part of this Diablo 1 review is that like Diablo 1's influence is so widespread that people don't even attribute it to the original source anymore. You know, so Diablo 1 doesn't get any of the props that it deserves for some of the things in the modern gaming landscape.
Like how everybody uses like purple for epic and like the World of Warcraft tier of like rarity, and it's just like assumed now. Of course purples are epic. Of course blue items are rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, nobody talks about the first fucking Street Fighter game. Nobody talks about Street Fighter 1. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's ever played it.
Yeah, I never hear about it. Never.
But we wouldn't have Street Fighter 2 without it.
No, yeah, and it's important to know like where things come from. I mean, it's the same thing with like even the bad WoW expansions that are going to be like some positive things about them. But like, I don't know. I feel like at this point, if Blizzard makes something good, if they make Diablo here, I'll be happy. Like, I'm still trying to finish everything in Diablo 4, but I kind of stopped playing because it was just like there were other things to play. You know?
Did it feel like you were kind of wasting your time, or like you didn't really know why things felt more time consuming than they should have been? Did you ever feel like that?
I felt like, I mean, like sometimes I didn't, like, for me, whenever I feel like I'm wasting my time playing a video game, I immediately stop playing.
Yep.
As soon as like I have like that break in my mind where it's like, okay, I know I'm interested in this game. Like I feel like I am reminded of the fact that I am playing a video game and I'm losing my time. I completely lose interest in it.
Weil du auch ohne Betty Bossy bist. Täglich neue Shoppingperlen. Und dir jetzt die App.
Yeah, me too. Also, by the way, again, just let me know if you want to send me off on my way.
No, it's all good. Yeah,
I don't know if I'll
probably
manage.
play a game or maybe watch one of the things.
Yeah. Don't feel bad about it. Just say it, like, because I know I'm on your stream. I mean, you know, just want to respect you is all.
Yep. Have you seen this game Wayfinder at all?
I don't think so.
It looks like it's okay. I'm probably gonna try it out at some point. Like apparently they had like some microtransaction bullshit, so I don't really know exactly what to expect. But the combat in the game is okay. I'm just waiting. Like I don't know why we can't get a good MMO to come out that everybody plays.
Well,
that's all.
How was? Did you play Wrath of the Lich King in Classic?
Oh yeah.
Well, that dumb question, fucking dumb question.
Yeah.
I don't know why I asked that. I didn't actually play it. I got to like 67 in Burning Crusade, and then me and my brother just kind of stopped playing for whatever reason. But how was that? Was it good?
It was insane. It was like, you know what was so crazy about it is going back and like playing the game and then logging on every quarterly earnings report, and instead of Blizzard announcing that they're losing subscribers, everybody in trade chat is like spamming, bro, we just hit 9 million players. We just hit 10 million players playing the game. And it was like, dude, it felt so fucking good. It felt like you were at ground zero. It was amazing.
It felt like they make good games again.
It felt like you were in it. And not only did you make good games, but you were in the good game. You were playing it. It was happening right now.
I vaguely like such a vivid memory. I can't remember where you said this, but I remember you saying this in a video. Like this exact thing.
I was watching a Nixon video and he talked about it, and he reminded me of this. And I had
you in chat, yeah. And like people in the chat would be celebrating how many people were playing the game.
Yep.
Which is like the best fucking promotion any company could ever have.
The best promotion ever thought of NBC was a special report.
You know what I found, Asmon, is that every game that the Christians hate is always fucking awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean,
if the Christians hate it, it's a certified banger.
My mom did not let me buy Diablo 2 because she said, what the fuck are you thinking? It literally has him on the cover.
I know, dude, but you should have been like, Mom, I want to kill Satan. I want to kill the devil.
Right, that's right. I really do.
Dude, I'm so sorry, man.
I know, it would have been a completely different world. I mean, it's crazy to think that like the games that you grow up playing make such a big impact. It's like you grew up playing, right?
Yep. And I would say the two like biggest things were Bungie and Blizzard. Like I played Warcraft 2 and StarCraft before I ever touched Halo. You know?
I used to be a massive simp for like the biggest fucking simp. Like I would buy this.
Didn't we all?
Oh yeah, it was so good. Like Halo 3 was fucking insane. Like even I thought Reach was pretty good. But at that point I was already like really kind of WoW, so but like Halo,
Reach was really good.
Yeah. And it's just like, what is going on? Is Halo Infinite good now? I see Summit playing it every once in a while, but I don't know why he's doing that.
It depends. Here, do you want to see something cool that I have?
Yeah,
this is a one of a kind.
Okay.
Relic.
The Mjolnir helmet. Is that
Not
Marty
just that.
O'Donnell?
That is Marty O'Donnell right there.
You have a signed Master Chief helmet by Marty O'Donnell.
That is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief right there.
Holy fuck.
That is Jen Taylor, the voice of Cortana right there.
Oh my god.
Asmon, this is the best part. The rest of these signatures were signed in Bellevue on release night of Halo 3 because I lived in that area, and one of my old friends gave me this helmet when he got married, and he was like, I gotta get rid of some things, you know. I know you do this YouTube channel, and I know you would appreciate this more than anybody.
God.
This is a one-of-a-kind relic. Okay,
That
you
is
can
nuts.
see this. You can see this. Let me see if I can. It might be reversed, but do you see the date right there?
No, 9/26/07. I think that's about the date of Halo, right?
That was the release date of Halo 3. My buddy walked into a random fucking pizza shop. Random fucking pizza shop after buying the Halo 3 Legendary Edition, and there was a bunch of Bungie members in there. He was like, "Hey, you guys want to sign this?" Some Bungie member's wife signed this just for shits and giggles. Yeah. Check this out.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you can see it. It says, "Okay, all Bungie wife, baby," right there.
That is fucking hilarious.
This is a one-of-a-kind relic, dude. This is like. Did you see when XQC flexed his watch on H3H3?
Get your bands up? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you don't want to fucking flex material goods on me, bro.
Yeah.
This is one of a kind, motherfucker.
I mean,
you want to flex that watch on me?
That shit is fucking rare. Oh my god.
It's not just rare, Asmon. It's one of a kind.
It is. It actually is unironically one of a kind. Yeah.
Unironically signed on release date of Halo 3 in the city that Halo 3 was released in.
And Marty O'Donnell doesn't even work for Halo anymore, does he? Or Bungie?
I got it signed. Yeah, I got it signed after the fact. I got it signed by him in 2017.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry to derail the conversation from how awesome you are. By the way.
I'm going to probably watch one more video and then probably play a game before my chat mobs out about another stream of
It needs to go out in 2 days.
Oh,
actually, no, tomorrow. The 19th. Yeah, so we'll put that together real quick. You know, I'll say this. So, Asmon and I talked about this, about like reaction stuff. I fucking love his reactions. You can react to it on stream. I think just like wait 4 days before posting it to YouTube.
Oh, I got you, man. I got you.
Dude, a lot of creators feel like it's like stealing views or whatnot, and sometimes maybe it is, but for me it's like I'm a very creative person, and I just love watching people react live to it. I love seeing like your reaction, that reaction, you know, that just makes me happy. To see that people are enjoying the videos and they find the jokes funny, or they find the points compelling, or they connect with me as like a hardcore Blizzard fan or whatever. Like I really don't give a shit about money at the end of the day. It's just like, are people happy watching the videos? That's what matters most to me.
I mean,
you know,
Netflix just did it. They re-uploaded my stuff on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial thing.
No fucking way. No way.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Did they actually?
Yes, they actually did. And so, yeah, I know how it is. I do. Yeah.
Are you gonna copyright that?
I don't give a fuck.
What? I kind of want to watch that.
Yeah,
now you're involved.
Looking at me, I'm happy.
Yeah. So, as far as like YouTube goes, you know, just like keep the video itself on my channel to like bloom and blossom and be a nice, beautiful flower. And then you and your chat, you can have the time of your life with it. You can react to any and every video I want. Just give it like, you know, a few days.
Oh, I do. I love the videos, man. I think they are amazing.
I know you do, dude.
And like all the comments and everything. The one thing that I was thinking, I should go back and I should make videos so people can react to my stuff. You know, that's what it's going to make me feel like I need to record more of my
Asmon, I will be straight up 100% with you right here, okay? If you depend too much on other people's content for your own content, then you forget what it is to make this work.
I remember I made a video using an 18-minute video of me running people over in Call of Duty Warzone with a truck. And I had more fun editing that video than I think I had fun streaming in a minute.
The thing is, like, you have an especially rare gift that like you and Charlie Moist Critical share, and in the fact that you can like turn the camera on, just record, and just talk, and like 15 minutes later the video is perfect and it doesn't need any cuts or whatever. That is a rare gift.
Oh, I fucking wasted a lot of time figuring that out and fucking up. And the reason why I did that, by the way, I got really good at it, is just so I wouldn't have to. That's the reason why I got good.
Right, but yeah. That's a good. Like when I record my shit, I have it scripted, kind of. I go ad lib sometimes, but I make a lot of mistakes. Like I always have to go back and cut the video. But the fact that like, you know, I can watch some of your older videos when it's just you talking about life and stuff, and it's like completely uncut. I'm just like, how did he do this? How is he so real?
It makes you feel,
you know?
Let me see how many of the. Because I don't do it all.
Don't spoil the secret. Don't spoil the secret.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
just
get it.
let me believe.
I get it right on my first time, every single time. I never mess it up. Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know, I with all the React stuff going on, I was kind of like, you know, sometimes people, when they get maybe too successful, quote unquote, and like a lot of their success is reliant on other people and watching their content, they forget what it is to make their own content. And like I thought about with XQC, like there's a stream/video he did where he just went to the gym and worked out. It's like the most wholesome fucking thing you've ever seen.
Did you watch
the dude
the
is
skate park?
I didn't watch that, but when he went to the gym and he looks like a twig, but you know what, like absolutely 100% respect for even posting that, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And
and like the thing is, that kind of stuff feels so good to do, and it is so fun to make videos. I used to love making videos. I wish, but I'm gonna start trying
dude,
to do more of them now.
fucking do it. People will watch whatever the fuck you put out there, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
They absolutely will. Right, chat? Am I right?
They
Press F in the
do.
chat if I'm right.
They
Press F in the
fucking-
chat if I'm right.
I can't believe they do that.
Yep. Look at that. Look at that universal praise in chat. You are so lucky, man. You have limitless creative potential, and I'd love to see whatever the fuck you make on your own. You know, I love the reaction videos, and I love like everything else. But sometimes like those videos where it's just you talking about some shit. Yeah. So like, you know, there's some trees in the background and fucking nothing else. It's magical.
Yeah. Right? It's personal.
It's so real. It's like you're not being like, well, here's my $600,000 watch. I'm a big fucking deal, bro. No, you're just a guy, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, man. I do need to do it, man. I go back these are so fun.
Well, yeah, and if it makes you happy, and if it makes you content and satisfied, then absolutely fucking do it, man. Because I again, kick me out whenever you want. Just say, get out of here, X-Man. I'm streaming. Okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Don't want to intrude. I'm just saying, like, dude, people love you for you. And you don't need to, like, watch someone else's content or play a game. You can just talk about, honestly, whatever the fuck you want.
I know. Sometimes I just spend the first hour of my stream ranting.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for actually kind of a while. That's like part of the stream. That's like part of the normal stream, the stream culture, etc. I get it. No, it works very well too. Well, look. All right, fine. I will do that. What's your fucking Twitch name? What's your Twitch name? I'm gonna get it to follow you.
The acting mail, I fucked up. I had the Actman Twitch account, and then I forgot the password. So it's the acting mail. Thank you.
Oh,
I don't know what that would do. but we can talk about that. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I really do. I really appreciate that. And hey, if you want to play Diablo 2 sometime, this guy right here, I'll carry you through it, man. Don't worry, chat. I'll make sure he doesn't look like a goofball. I'll make sure he beats Andario first try. He's mostly caught off guard by Duriel, and he doesn't even know who the fuck that guy is. All right.
Oh, I do.
I'll make sure. This guy thinks he knows who Duriel is, bro. He thinks he knows Duriel. Oh my god. Okay, thanks. All right. I'll leave you be. I'll stop bothering you.
All right.
Good chatting to you.
Video and thanks for the chat. I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, I'll give you any other video you want.
All right. Peace, man. See ya. Well, I had so much fun editing this shit. I really did. Like, this was the funniest fucking shit I had done in such a long time. But I have thought about that a lot recently. With like making my own videos, doing videos more back, you know, like back the way I used to do them.
Wir verraten das Geheimnis von der Pizza, die so gut schmeckt wie selber gemacht. Mit einem Teig, der frisch im Ofen aufgeht. Casa di Mamma von Dr. Oetker.
Okay, gentlemen, I have promised this video for an entire week. We are finally here. It is finally time. We are going to finally watch this video. The Decline of Blizzard.
So terrible. I've never played a Blizzard game ever.
That's about right. Yeah. What the fuck?
You shall have your wish granted.
It's Gandalf!
Funny. My mind is completely blank now. I could have sworn I was just upset about something. Strange. I don't really sit with me. I have a tale for you. Oh boy, is it about video games? The fuck you think it is? Of course we're... What do you wish to tell me, old man? Well, long ago, video games were much simpler. There existed a company called Blizzard. Over time, Blizzard released several outstanding games that won not only awards, but the hearts of millions. With every new title, Blizzard managed to outdo themselves. They were like Tom Brady. And for many years, Blizzard commanded great respect from gamers everywhere.
Sure did.
So what happened? The games were great, right? And they kept making them?
They were awesome.
I don't believe you can target a single mistake and say this is where it all went wrong. Although Blizzard was well loved by many gamers.
Yeah, they were.
At some point, something in their games twisted. Oh, no. They were no longer the godlike beings we saw them as. There's got to be more to it than that.
Yep. I want to say like one big part of it is like, yeah, Activision or whatever, but one big part of it is the fact that there were always people that complained about and hated Blizzard. It's just that the internet wasn't around. It's like everybody hates everything. Everybody hates every company now. So there's a realize that as well. 2010-ish? Yeah, I think that's about right. You hate it?
The decline of Blizzard is not a story. That was weird. The decline of Blizzard is not a story about a successful business that is now failing, but rather a business that continuously fails its fans. Blizzard is some of my favorite game developers of all time. My love for this company started when I was like 5 years old. And I've given them more than a decade's worth of support. Blizzard, Nintendo, Bungie. These were the companies I grew up growing up.
Exactly
all of
fucking
them.
same.
were gods in my
Exactly
eyes.
same.
Nothing makes me feel old quite like reminiscing on the first time I ever played a real computer game.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
sitting there with Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish, Math Blaster, Cat vs.
I had Math Blaster. Like, I had all those movies. Like, I still have, like, the old
Sitting me down and says, son, you're almost 5 years old, but you've got a lot
to
of
be a
manning
man.
up to do. It's time
That's
for
right.
a real game. Hands me StarCraft, and it was like,
Oh, shit.
I'm Harry Potter grabbing the wand that was destined for me. I have so many vivid
I had
memories
StarCraft
of
too.
playing the single-player campaign, custom games, loving the story, voice acting.
You called down the thunder. Now
This
we
was
go
really
away.
good back in the day.
I could go
This was
on
high
and on and
quality.
on about how awesome these games are, and
Yep.
hopefully I get to make a video about them someday. The storytelling was out of this world, but what really
I
blew
love
me
this
away
shit.
were the
This is-
cinematics.
Yep.
That intro to Brood War. I love
The cinematics back then, you guys need to understand, like, it's like, it's so long ago, it's hard to remember, but the cinematics back then, they were the same quality, they were better than the VFA cinematics. Because Blizzard was, like, so far ahead of everybody else, and I think as time has passed, other companies have caught up to Blizzard, but back then,
Let's just... There it is. I need a print. Maybe I should have to. Nice. Oh, that's it. Die. Let's go.
XMQ3344 und XMP Alpha.
Ich lass den Sinn hinter mir, denn ich will den Kontakt verlieren. Die letzte Halterung wird abmontiert, ab jetzt wird ganz konkret abstrahiert. Ich kappe die Verbindungen zur Bodenstation. Bau mir einen Vogel, der mich hochfliegt zum Mond. Ich mach Kratertourismus, genieß den Erduntergang. Steck eine Fahne mit einem Mädchen zwischen Berge und Sound. Ein kleiner Schritt für mich und für niemanden sonst. Denn ich bin hier rausgeschwommen, mit dem Ziel nie wiederzukommen. Ganz ohne Rettungsleine oder Schade fliegt auf die Oberfläche der Reality. Nutzlose Liebe und Oberfläche. Meine Uhr knallt, die Zeit ist nicht mehr existent. Ich schmeiß mein Portemonnaie ins Teil raus und pack mein letztes Hemd. Die Wärme der Sterne durchdringt jede Pore, ich schätze nicht. Der nächste Song, der hier einschließt, ist mein Exorzist. Ich umarme die Leere, winke der Venus. Stoße mich ab und verschwinde wie Jesus.
That's over. Holy shit.
Leise Kreise und nehm einfach kosmische Verschiede mit auf meine Reise. Und die Menschen sehen die Ameisen aus von hier. Das ist real, als wären sie auf Papier. Ich häng mich an den Satelliten und zieh leise Kreise. Leise Kreise, leise Kreise, leise Kreise, leise Kreise.
Der Weltraum wimmelt von Killersatelliten, Störkörpern, Täuschungsobjekten, Antiraketen, Anti-Anti-Raketen, Anti-Killer-Satelliten, Anti-Anti-Killer, Feuerwarn- und Aufklärungssatelliten, Identifizierungssatelliten.
Hören Sie auf, das darf doch nicht wahr sein.
Wieso darf das nicht wahr sein? Es ist wahr.
I mean, it's like... The scavenger. Woo! I've had. Oh god. Damn it. Nice. Where's that? Where's that? Take one. By the ball. Yeah, that's nice.